It's a very heavy movie. It really is.
Well, yeah, even when you take out the big ooh.
Yeah, I mean the plot and the pacing and the environment that the movie's based out of is very, very grim and grimy, and it's very, very difficult to be in. But yes, this is a superhero movie that was written by David J. Shaw and John Shirley. It was directed by Alex Poyes, excuse me. It was produced by Edward Pressman and Jeff Most. Produced by Entertainment Media Investment Corporation, Pressman Film, and Jeff Most Companies. And it was distributed by Miramax. Basically, Paramount originally picked up the movie. They went through the development, and then halfway through filming, they dropped it.
So before or after?
I think it was before. Because the incident that we're going to talk about that people are probably going to wonder when we're getting to, it happened like 2/3 of the way along.
Right.
Of shooting. So, there was enough time for Mr. Evil to get his claws on this movie.
Weinstein?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it was released in May of 1994, which surprised me a little bit because it's based on Halloween.
No, it's based on Devil's Night, which is the night before Halloween.
Which is the night before. Okay, but you get what I'm saying. The timing of the movie is that Halloween time.
But I think they were cashing in on this. They didn't want to wait till October because when the news hit of everything, they were trying to cash in as soon as they could on the what's the word? The exploitation. Yes.
Yeah, exploitation of what went on.
Yes.
It made $94 million at the box office for a profit of $71 million.
Right.
And it's got a critical rating in the Jonometer at 84%.
Fabulous.
Now, for those of you who don't know, who are new here, the Jonometer it's a 3-step review process. You take the scores from IMDb, the Rotten Tomatoes score, and the audience Rotten Tomatoes score.
Right.
You bang them together.
Average them
out, and this comes out to 84%.
Okay.
So, but yeah.
So, like we said earlier, James O'Barr wrote this about, coping, or he wrote this to cope with the death of his fiancée. And if you know anything about the movie, that tracks, because the whole beginning of the movie starts off with Eric and Shelley being murdered. Yeah. And then Eric... Okay, look, this thing has been out for years. We're going to get to the whole plot later, but, I mean, basically, later on, he's awake. She's not. He grieves. Yeah. So, yes.
So, producer Jeff Moss discovered the comic and saw its cinematic potential.
Yes.
He and producer Edward Pressman secured the rights to the movie in the early 1990s. But due to the dark and violent themes and the niche comic origins, major studios were hesitant to greenlight the project. As we mentioned, Paramount picked it up for development, but they dropped it, and Miramax via Dimension Films ultimately distributed it.
Right. So, Australian music video director Alex Proyas was brought on board to direct. And that tracks, because it is basically shot like a music video. I mean, if you've seen November Rain...
Yeah.
It's very in that vein. So, his visual style was seen as a perfect match for the comic's dark gothic aesthetic, and it was his feature film debut.
So, Brandon Lee was cast early on, and he kind of really, really resonated with the role when he read the script. He was trying to break out of his dad's shadow, and this was seen as his breakout role.
So, Bruce Lee, yeah.
Yeah, Bruce Lee is his dad, for those who don't know.
Yes. So Lee immersed himself into the character, contributing to the film's tone and even pushing for script revisions that emphasized emotion and tragedy over simple revenge.
Yeah, because this is an emotional movie.
Very much so.
It's not just a simple comic book, superhero gets revenge, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
It's very, very dark, and it's very, very intense.
Yeah, it gets you, though. It really does get you. And before Lee was cast, the studio looked at several other actors, including Christian Slater, River Phoenix, and Johnny Depp.
I don't think they could have pulled it off.
Well,
maybe River Phoenix, but I don't think the other two.
At the time, though, they probably you got to look at who they were in '94. Now, I know you were younger then. I distinctly remember in real time brooding Johnny Depp, Christian Slater, and River Phoenix.
I never thought Christian Slater was all that, though. I really didn't. I thought he was a decent actor, but I never thought he could carry a whole movie by himself.
Dude, he was like baby Jack Nicholson for the longest time. He really was.
Yeah, but he didn't have the longevity of a Jack Nicholson. And it's not disrespectful. I'm not a very good actor myself, but to carry a movie, to carry an emotionally dark, intense movie.
Are you basing this off of him and Kevin Costner and Robin Hood?
No, it's not just that movie. There are a couple other movies that I saw.
You can't base that off of Robin Hood.
No, you can't base anything off of Robin Hood.
Oof.
As we found out last week.
Yeah. Oof.
But they were all unavailable. They all passed over the role, so it went to Brandon Lee.
Right.